In June 2018, Wesley Community Action extended an invitation to a range of people and groups who shared an interest in the financial stability for the people of Porirua. Residents, bankers, social workers, ministers and city leaders gathered to reflect on what the Good Cents initiative has achieved and what we could do next.
New Zealand itself, we've been through a few years of real strain and real pressure on families, on parents, and all those things that come along with if you can't actually support your own family, it disempowers parents. I think if you have a strong bond between parents, the children see it and feel it, and that makes them more comfortable and more supported. Because for most of us, our children are the things that we live for. So it's really important to have people like this come together, and if it's a simple thing of connecting two support networks or a service provision that allows a family or a person to become financially stable, it has so many positive ramifications.
From Good Cents came the realisation that within the community there is quite a wealth of resources and relationship and support, and so out of Good Cents we're looking at time banking, looking at savings pools. The fruit and veggie co-op came out of that. So it's a strengths-based initiative, and it's about really saying to people and working with people, you know, what is it you need, how can we make that happen?
I think what will help the vision be realised is listening to the people on the ground, the people in the community, I think. And I think we had some there today, they were talking about their personal experiences, and I think that's the key. I don't think it's all about amazing flash, shiny silver bullets in terms of solutions. I think it's about looking at what does the community say about this, especially those that have come through the process.
Well, I would really, really love to really exercise, you know, collaboration, you know, the ugliness of it and the joy of it and the celebrations of it, and you know, just really get my teeth into, you know, collaborating with different mindsets. I would love to do that, and I think that Good Cents is a really good vehicle to do that.
One of the things that we thought or talked about was having people working together rather than having a whole lot of sort of fragmented groups doing different things, or a whole lot of fragmented groups doing the same thing. If we sort of had more of these sorts of get-togethers and people all shared their vision, then we'd be all on the same track. I think that having people talk together and make sure that the right hand and the left hand both know what they're doing would actually help with that vision and realising that vision.
We've got a whakatauki that talks about we're stronger, we're much stronger in numbers rather than individually. We bring our own strengths, but if we join with other people's strengths, we even become a lot stronger. So that's one of the things that excites me about this process.
The fact that people care, it's amazing. The depth of passion and interest in making things better for others it's incredible. It's hope, I guess, too, for every person you see sitting on the side of the street begging, to see people like this who are sitting here giving of their, most of these people, I think, from what I can tell, you know, they're not being paid to be here. They just want to make a difference and help people, and not just this afternoon or tomorrow. It's great. It's about, I think it's about the future, it's hope.
We've been working with Wesley for about the last 18 months now, and helping them with not only what they're delivering at Cannons Creek around Good Cents, but the other programs as well. What's really interesting is to see the other parts of the community come together in a common objective to start thinking about how we scale the program. I think if we have a common vision of what it could be, I think what I saw today was a group of organizations who are really keen to help in lots of different ways. So I think you'll get some enthusiasm, some motivation and some momentum out of that. So we just need to sort of identify the projects and then just get started, I think.
I'm particularly excited by initiatives that the community are more own and more controlling of, be it a time bank, community gardening, savings pools. The vulnerable group in this community, they can't afford to be dependent on other big systems, because when they fail, they really are put at risk. I really like the conversations about creating some sort of more community-owned infrastructure and rebuilding that so that the people, they're actively being agents of change, because too many people in this community are just recipients, and they see themselves as passive, and when really they've got lots of insight, lots of skills and lots of energy that, you know, if we can start harnessing that, then that's really creative change.
Many ideas were shared and new initiatives began to take form. A diverse group of people stepped forward to exercise leadership for the next phase of Good Sense Porirua. Thank you to the participants and to key supporters, Porirua City Council and the Ministry of Social Development, for helping shape this critical movement.